I'm back. Sorry, I was waiting for the toilet to finish flushing. You know, it's the problem when you live in a 2-bed flat that's the size of a fucking matchbox.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
I don't know much about him. I never really needed a doctor since I moved here.
What about your fertility problems? You didn't consider seeing the doctor before resorting to Maya's help?
I wish that was an option, but my condition was thoroughly diagnosed before I moved here. It's chronic.
What's your opinion on Walter?
Personally, I can't stand that guy. He has to crack a joke every 5 seconds. Drives me crazy. The kids love him though, so I suppose he's all right.
Suppose. He's a legend. Didn't get anything, oh, hello.
I don't think she'd be interested in that.
I do.
I borrowed this photo from the school.
Oh, good. Don't bother bringing it back. I look like a corpse in that light.
Nah.
So I found this tape in the museum.
Let me guess, some conduit ravings of Maya's?
Something like that, yeah.
I wouldn't try to make sense of it. She was quite unhinged.
Oh dear.
So I found this tape in the museum.
Is it going to be the same?
Let me guess.
Something.
I wouldn't try.
Okay, the tapes are the same.
That's evidence. I shouldn't show it to just anyone.
Good point. That's not what you said when I tried to show it to the kids.
Any idea of what this opens?
None whatsoever.
I'm a little disappointed.
So tell me what you know about the conduit.
I doubt they're anything to worry about. If there are other members out there, I'd wager they're just as loony as Maya.
So Maya was on her own? There was no contact with any other conduit cells?
Not as far as I know, but I didn't really...
Oh, okay, yeah, we had already heard that.
I don't need to know her.
You do?
Carl had this in his pocket when we found him.
Oh, damn it, Carl. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I have this photo? I really don't have much to remember him by.
Oh, of course, it's the least I can do. I'm sorry, but that's against protocol. Okay, but I'm breaking the rules. I'll expect your full cooperation in return. All right. Let's be at least a little bit courteous on this one, because she has just lost the love of her life. The man that they were creating a baby with.
Of course. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Yeah, don't worry. It's got his blood, all his DNA and everything all over it, you know. You can sleep with it on your pillow. Pretend it's him.
No, that's private. No reason to show...
You already did show her your sidearm. Put one in her arm. Let's turn off the biometric analyzer. I don't think that's necessary anymore. Okay, so there is nothing else we can talk to her about.
I got what I needed for now.
Good. Talk to you later.
Fare thee well.
I'm gonna head out now. Don't go too far.
In this condition, hardly. I'm gonna need plenty of rest.
You have to admit you had it coming. I'll be back later.
Indeed. Did you pick up the rifle from back behind the barrels? Hello. A bush.
Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. That action doesn't seem productive to me.
You said it needed trimming. You can use the knife to cut. How about the scalpel
That
then?
action
Alrighty then.
Based on Katarina's testimony, I think it's worth following up on the Free Church of Ypos.
Indeed. Let's talk to Stina.
Ancient England. Right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
Falling out with a friend. Could she have been friends with Leonard? Did the falling out end in his death? Was Stina the one trying to dispose of the body in such a gruesome manner? I guess we'll just have to continue playing the game to find out. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll get back in touch one day. A shame, but I see it as a natural cycle of things. People grow apart. Yeah, that's why we need to stay strong for those moments when you only got yourself to rely on.
Yeah, that's why we need to stay strong. For those moments when you've only got yourself to rely on.
Spoken like a true loner. I suppose I can somewhat relate.
So, I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
Do I be straight up with her? My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets. Oh, you know, this and that. Oh, let's just be straight up. Let's see what happens.
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
I was well prepared, didn't sleep through the whole training, you know. You're being quite inquisitive as to my experiences with Blue. I'd prefer to discuss the case now. Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works in depth. Oh, interesting. I don't like the middle option. Seems a bit too, like, meh, to the point. Let's go with this one.
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell Blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but, I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center.
Yes, it was. Quite, delicious.
Ebos, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
Oh, I hate having to deal with religious nut jobs.
We already talked.
Oh, fine. I wanted to show her all my new toys. Yeah, I wonder if I can...
That's evidence. I shouldn't show it to just anyone.
She's not just anyone, though. Uh-oh. Day 3, 7:52 a.m.
You know, The story of Katerina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but vastly different outcomes. It's fascinating how just a few variables can change everything.
Indeed. Are our lives nothing but a sum of interconnected parts? Does any meaning attributed to them simply stem from our limited human cognition?
Most likely. The observer bias seems insurmountable. Even the concept of meaning itself is relative.
It's scary to think about, that it could all be an illusion. Every relationship we had, everything we ever cared about.
It really is. This can't be healthy.
No, it cannot be healthy at all. You are playing into your delusions there, Vera.
Maybe later. I'm not...
You just got up. Eat some breakfast.
There's that feeling again. Whoa.
Oh, okay. Temporary invisibility. Touching a tangible object or activating another augmentation will break the effect. I can go all ghosty.
Morning, Agent. Dr. Patterson asked me to tell you to meet him in the morgue. He's done with the remains from the recycling center.
All right, thanks. I'll go have a look before I pay Epos a visit.
That'd be a good idea. Oh, we didn't dump off any of the useless items. Well, apparently useless items. Okay, let's head to the clinic. I want to see what these remains look like out on the table. Hello, hello, hello.
He looks sick. I shouldn't bother him.
Uh-huh.
Feeling ill today? Any soreness or fever? See if you can get treatment for something ordinary. The doctor gets so creepy when he's stuck in the morgue all the time.
I'm well, thanks. But I'll do my best to keep things brief down there.
Alright, let's head to the morgue.
Well, Leonard, it's been quite gross working with you. Hello again. I've got a present for you, Agent.
Is that so?
Yep, right here on this tray. If you're a fan of minced meat, I've got a bucket full of Leonard out back, too.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Good choice. The seasoning is subpar, to say the least.
You take your jokes way too far, Doctor. Now, what have you found?
Well, obviously, the poor man was shredded. Fortunately for him, it happened when he was already dead.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion. Can you tell me anything about the cause of death?
Not much with the remains in this state. No signs of toxic substances, but that obviously still leaves a lot of options open.
Noted. So what's this in front of me?
Oh, yes. I noticed a pattern on Leonard's skin. Likely a tattoo. These are all the pieces I could find. Not sure how they fit together, but I kept them in case you wanted to have a look.
All right, I'll check them out.
I want to see the slot bucket with Leonard's remains. Honestly, I thought that's all they pulled out. I was like, wow, really? That's all they got? They just laid them out on a silver platter? Where's the butter and the bibs, man? Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, we get the pieces skinned back together. What is this? Okay. Okay. We got ourselves a little bit of a puzzle here. Let's see if we can... I hope I don't need to turn any of these pieces. That will make it unnecessarily difficult. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, so that bit connects there. Oh good, it does a snap together thingy. Me likey that a lot. That does not go there. Let's that that goes there. Why do I have a feeling this is some kind of bizarre religious symbol that we have in our midst? It's all coming together, yeah. What in the name? Oh, okay. This is definitely some kind of...
Huh. Looks like Leonard had this symbol tattooed on him. I'll copy it to my notebook.
We'll do that.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Do you know who this is?
Yes, that's Melinda, one of the teachers in the school next door.
So this is how Leonard's tattoo turned out.
Interesting. What does it mean?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It looks like one of those runes Maya liked to litter the town with.
Oh, wait, that's her doing?
Yes. As I understand it, she was a major voice on the building committee.
Huh. I've been wondering where all those symbols came from.
Yeah. Me, personally, I like the aesthetic. I think it gives the town a distinct look.
Definitely. The tattoo doesn't look runic to me, though, but I'll keep your theory in mind.
Indeed, it is certainly very Nordic.
I found this among Leonard's remains.
Ah, it's safe to assume it belonged to him then.
Agreed. Any idea of what it unlocks?
None whatsoever.
I finally got my hands on the murder weapon.
Ah, yes, it definitely looks the part. Where'd you find it?
At the scene of Leonard's murder.
Any prints or traceable remains on it?
I'm afraid not.
Well, at least it ties him to Carl and Maya. Either they're all victims of the same murderer, or he killed them himself.
Yeah, always something.
Here's how it played out. Leonard killed Carl and Maya. Then, in a fit of absolute abject regret, stands above the big tube, slits his own throat, and falls into the machine. No, wait, because how would the knife end up in the pile of scrap? Rats, that doesn't work. All the pieces do not add up.
Are you familiar with the Conduit?
That old terrorist organization. What of it?
Well, have you ever heard about it still being around?
I'm sure the ideology still thrives in places. The lure of artificial intelligence will never be fully diminished.
Right. But you're not aware of anyone being more than a little interested.
If you're asking me, would I report a terrorist if I knew one, the answer is yes. But currently, I don't.
Okay, thanks.
That's fair.
What's your opinion on the Free Church of Epos?
I try to steer clear of those people. Any form of superstition, religious or otherwise, is of no interest to me.
Good man.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is, the school teacher? She also calls herself Melinda.
I know who she is, but that's about it. She's not a patient.
She's not? Even though you're the only doctor in town.
I wouldn't read too much into it. As far as I know, she's a young, healthy woman, and she moved here just a few years ago. She may not have needed any medical care since her arrival.
But she could have at least got a second opinion on her current condition.
What do you know about Leonard Dahl?
Polite and well-spoken fellow, judging by the few times I met with him.
All right. What did you meet with him about?
Well, typically just routine work when someone hurt themselves in the recycling center. Seems like a hazardous workplace. I hear about accidents occurring there almost on a weekly basis.
What's your opinion on Volter, the robot maker?
Oh, he's a bundle of laughs, isn't he? Sometimes he helps me out at the clinic when I need to calm down an anxious child. Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, I treat the child. Seeing the whole process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, actually, to be fair. Very clever.
That's
Okay.
enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Right, well, it looks like I've got to head off to the church.
He looks sick.
Anybody in the patient room? Gotta check. No, but I'm pretty sure this room will play a part at some point. Likely with somebody in or on that bed. Oh, excuse me.
I don't have any business in the school.
You don't? How dare you? How very dare you? I tell you where you have business. Where am I going to find this church? Oh, wait a minute. Town entrance. To be fair, I don't need to go down to the ground, as it were.
I don't need to go down to the ground right now.
Is it the tower edge? There is literally nothing here. I've got to say, the music in this game is proper chill. I don't think we need to go and talk to Vulture. To Northtown. Oh, the mural's finished. Oh, wow. Hugging flowers. I wonder if he took my advice to
Looks like I was right about the flowers.
I wonder if the flowers would have been something else depending on what I chose. Interesting. Interesting. I do like those subtle little choices in the game. That's assuming I'm correct, of course. Is this where we find the church? This is indeed it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, good grief. I'm tired today for some strange reason.
Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there.
Let's talk to the guard then.
Hi there.
Greetings, and welcome to the Free Church of Epos. If you wish, you can enter our public prayer room to the right for some silent contemplation.
All right, thanks. What about the rest of the church?
The other areas are off limits to non-members.
I have official police business, though. Special Agent England.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. You're gonna need papers. This is a diplomatic sanctuary.
There's no time for that. I'm trying to solve a triple homicide.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am, but I can assure you that there are no murderers here. I'd suggest you take this up with your superior.
There's no time to mess around with paperwork. I'll need to take things into my own hands.
Yes.
Looks like some kind of public prayer room or chapel. There are a few people in there. I need to get out of sight first.
Yeah, you do. Okay. We have snuck in.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 23. Suppose it wouldn't be a church without a Bible quote or two. Sturdy-looking filing cabinet.
Okay, so I can move around here quite freely. I just got to be careful what I click on.
A bunch of storage boxes with initials on them. Several of the initials match people I know, but it could be a coincidence. If I had reason to believe one of them was Epos, it might be a good idea to come back here.
Okay.
Yeah, that might work as a distraction for the guard outside. I need to be sure that I don't have a reason to return to this room, though. Some kind of large pool or bathtub.
Okay, this game has kindly leaned me into the fact that I need to do something else first before I...
Some kind of assembly hall with plenty of people inside. I should stay clear.
Right, this game definitely leads me to believe I need to do something. Can't go that way. If I talk to the guard, I'm dead.
Looks like a timeline of how the EPO seal has changed over the years.
Get that one. That's awfully close to what,
The original EPO's logo from before the collapse. The second version of the EPO's logo from sometime after the collapse. The third version of the EPO's logo, designed about 15 years ago. The current version of the EPO's logo. Not a bad idea, but I might want to take a closer look first. No way. It's the tattoo design. That must mean Leonard is a member of EPO's. Or, well, he was, at some point at least.
there we go.
I'll get rid of the sketch, now that I've identified the symbol.
Right, I think we need to get out of here because there's not much I can do. Wait! Wait! Of course.
Got a written piece of paper. Grandmaster Otto, if you are reading this, it means that I have failed. I'm sorry, but I didn't want to involve the church unless absolutely necessary. My brother has some things for you. They will be self-explanatory. I told him to only give them up to the person who repeats the famous quote from my favorite book. I'm sure you remember. Blessings from Leonard, your most humble and loyal servant. Seems like Leonard was up to something shady. I'll have to find his brother and figure out what the quote is.
So we need to find Leonard's brother. Have we done everything in this room now?
All right, let's see if this works.
What the heck?
That should keep him busy for a while. Locked. Damn. Some kind of metal workshop, with a few men working on what looks like construction materials. The room is a dead end, so I'll avoid it.
Okay, so that door is locked.
A razor-sharp surgical... I don't see how those things work together.
Rats.
Grandmaster Otto, blessings...
Okay. Can we...
Ugh, still won't budge. I'll have to find another way.
Okay. We'll have to come back in there in a bit then. Does the guard
I
have the
should
key?
stay away while...
Okay, so the guard's going to be busy with that for now then. So I need to go and find a key.
Not right now. I should explore this place while I have a chance.
Free.
Thou should suppose it would... Sturdy-looking filing... Sturdy-looking filing cabinet.
What am I missing here? Ah, ventilation panel.
A ventilation panel. Can't reach it from here. My service pistol. The battery... I don't want to shoot that.
Okay, fine.
That action doesn't... It's stuck.
Oh.
All right, it's loose now.
The hell is that noise?
Shit.
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
Okay. Okay.
All right, it's loose now. Not right now. Not now. Not at the moment.
The hell is that noise?
Shit.
We've got an intruder!
Oh. I see what I gotta do. It was obvious to begin with, but you know, me being a dumbass. Right.
All right, it's loose now.
One more for luck. Okay. I could have done that a lot sooner if I had actually engaged my brain sooner, you know. We got a big vent.